My God, this is a terrifying story. This is definitely in my top 5 films of all time. Director and writer Greg McLean wrote this fictional story before the events it's based on. Once he was aware about the Joanne Lees and Peter Falconio 2001 ordeal, Greg combined this real crime with his film to great marketing effect, hence the strapline, based on true events. There are actually 2 parallel crimes that could be influential in this film. Some of you may actually remember the first crime that did happen some distance from the real Wolf Creek. Joanne Lees and Peter Falconio were travelling in their van when they were stopped by another man called Bradley John Murdoch, a mechanic who told them that sparks were flying out of the van's exhaust. When Bradley John Murdoch was checking the exhaust with Peter Falconio, while Joanne Lees revved the engine, Joanne heard a gunshot, and the next moment Bradley John Murdoch grabbed her and dumped her, bound and gagged, in his truck. He left her in his truck, and Joanne assumed he went away to dispose of Peter's dead body. She managed to escape and hid in a bush. Then Bradley returned, looking for her with his dog. Eventually gave up, and Joanne managed to get picked up and survived a terrifying ordeal. There was no body or weapon found. The police carried out one of the largest manhunts and did arrest Bradley J. Murdoch. Subsequently, he was sentenced to life imprisonment, which is 28 years, back in 2005. There are many unanswered questions regarding this case. A book was released called No Turning Back by Joanne Lees. The real person link is that the brilliant on-screen character Mick Taylor, played by the excellent John Jarratt, is based on a real-life serial killer called Ivan Millet. He was sentenced to 7 consecutive life sentences, plus another 18 years, for picking up 7 hitchhikers in New South Wales and torturing before murdering them. This crime is known as the Backpacker Murders. When truth is mixed into a story, it is unsettling, and you can definitely believe the plot in Wolf Creek has or is likely to happen one day. John Jarratt has created one of the most disturbing and nasty characters I've ever seen on film. He's up there with the best. When I returned home after seeing this film at the cinema, I looked pale and I was quiet, and it was because of watching Wolf Creek. You get to know and understand the close relationships of the 3 travelling friends, and combined with those beautiful shots of Australia, it's like watching a documentary that's selling the stunning landscape. The characters travel to Wolf Creek. That's all you need to know if you have not seen it yet. The violence is so brutal, even the hardest will wince and find themselves looking through their fingers, hoping the automatic gesture will lessen the horror. No place to hide in this one, because you can actually imagine and the events in front of you could be real. I've mentioned this film as a comparison several times with other of my reviews, and that's because it's a great template for true extreme terror and character development. I can't recommend this experience enough. It's not a film to snuggle up with your partner to watch, because they or you may be angry for what will be witnessed. There's a romantic moment with hardly any dialogue between 2 of the friends that is so well done. It's emotionally more moving than any other films that are known for their romantic theme. The other moment that I like is at the beginning of the car towing scene. The original music sends a chill up the spine. So many good stories are set in isolation, like the original Alien back in 1979, and The Shining, which I've reviewed, and the original The Thing, which was made back in 1982. They all come to mind, but if you have the setting in a real environment with believable characters that you care about and empathise with, and then you throw into the mix a truly chilling and intelligent scary character, you got yourself a winner. Wolf Creek ticks all the boxes and annihilates the subsequent cheap-looking movie attempts that fail to recreate actual fear. I recommended Wolf Creek to a friend of mine and he'll never let me forget the film ruined his Christmas. My final statement is this: Wolf Creek is nasty and harrowing. I have warned you.